started. Mustangs about to kick it away and get this season started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll move the tight end. On the ground, it's Booth. Turning it on. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Might as well give it to him again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Let's take just a minute and talk about Mississippi State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
He leaves it with his back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. The sure hands, it's Wilson. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Unloads quickly. There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
The lone back's got it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll start this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Murray. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, you know, and moving in the same direction. The coaching
breaks into the open. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Working the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Got rid of it just in time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He's out past the 35. He now has 61 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Davidson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football, they know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer, I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath, but, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that 1st down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the catch, it's Murray. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Can't get him to the ground. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat.
Well, he did what he was coached to do. He threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Gonna run it. It's Booth. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The toss to the right. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
Looking to move the chains, Mississippi State lines up on 4th down. They want to run this quarterback. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Not even a moment of anxiety in that decision. 4th and 1? Yep, we're going.
Well, this isn't even a discussion in the headset. Like, this is automatic, autopilot. Like, 4th and 1, we're going for it every single time.
To the air on 1st down. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Wilson. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Second and goal for the offense. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game, and you know, back in the day you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 7 over Maryland. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Power football with the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Leaves it with the running back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He spins that thing down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Booth. Fights off a defender. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The screen, he's got wheels, turning it on. Touchdown, Bulldogs. A great catch and run for 6. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's complete on the right side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He wants to change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on second down. Unloads it downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. He's piled up 76 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Knocked down in the backfield. That'll bring up fourth down, and they don't have to run another play here if they don't want to. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. And the returner will be knocked down. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Going right to work up top. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Murray. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. SMU offense is headed back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability.
He's loose on the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Touchdown, Mustangs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well, then I'd give back that last score. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. A quick pass to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the six. Get the pick six.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll try to pop the draw. Turns it on in midfield. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And when you're a quarterback, you have to sell past. You have to get your eyes down the field, the ball in your hand like you're ready to throw the football. Now I quickly hand it to the running back. You could see it worked, and the running back did the rest. The defense was thinking pass all the way. What a nice game.
Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. They'll leave him with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. to go up top. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Unloads it left. Makes a connection. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Quarterback may change this route. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Booth. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen.
It's a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
Under fire. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
This is exactly why nobody wants a Jesse Palmer. You want quarterbacks that can do that. Look at him, pick him up, put him down, just chewing up yards. It was supposed to be a pass, now turns it into a huge gain. Jesse Palmer never could do that.
The Mustangs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, SMU.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tennessee is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. It feels like they've been singing Rocky Top all day. They're up by 24 over Penn State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Douglas. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Douglas. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The give to the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Here's a heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. What a disappointment. No good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Swings it out to his running back. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the draw. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
He's brought down at the 45-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Murray. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. What a tough break, a potential tying score nullified by the penalty, and now they'll have to see if they can get it done again. And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Snags it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown Mustangs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best. There he goes! Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy